today's video, 7 ways to cut your proteinuria by more than 43%. And yes, we're also talking about an ancient remedy that literally drops your creatinine levels. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine, and today we're looking at something that flips the script completely. Today, conventional medicine seems to be stuck in its old, outdated ways of just telling CKD patients to get ready for dialysis. China, tired of waiting for a change, looked at that advice and said, how about we go back to 739 AD and try something that actually works? Yeah, they pull out a remedy from the Tang Dynasty. And here comes the incredible part. It actually worked. Yes, as you can clearly see, they used the remedy on actual kidney patients. And the results, in just 24 weeks, participants saw a drop in their proteinuria by more than 43%. And in their creatinine by more than 16%. Incredible, isn't it? Okay, I know what you may be thinking. Oh, this study comes from China. It was probably highly biased, full of limitations, and with a tiny sample size and poor methodology. But let me stop you right there. Nope. Actually, this was a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled human trial, which is the gold standard of clinical research. Not to mention that it was conducted on 203 CKD patients, and it was published on one of the top peer-reviewed medical journals in the world, which translated means that this is solid science. This is something we should definitely pay attention to, alright? Now, before I show you what remedy they use to cut proteinuria in half and how to find it, take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share the video with your whole WhatsApp contact list. And once you've done that, I want you to fly to China, reassemble the Great Wall brick by brick, and spell out the word Catherine big enough to be seen from space. Trust me, those NASA astronauts will be confused. So, what is this incredible remedy, you ask? Well, what they use here is called Wenshanyang decoction. And sorry to any Chinese speaker in the audience if I botch the pronunciation, and also sorry to all the English speakers for the words I mispronounce in English. But hey, try growing up speaking Tagalog and Italian and then learning English on top, and tell me your pronunciation doesn't sound like international jazz.
Don't be apologizing for who you are.
Anyway, what exactly is Wenshanyang decoction? Well, this is actually an ancient preparation that today has been refined into herbal medicine. As you can see on screen, it's mainly made from 3 ingredients. First, chistanches, which is a kidney tonic. It will boost your energy. Then, there is Epimedium sagittatum. And no, I won't even try to pronounce the Chinese name. This one is also known as horny goat weed, and while in TCM it's said to warm the kidneys, it's what we would call a vasodilator. It improves blood flow to the kidneys. Third ingredient is Proteinuria rosea. This one is mainly used to protect the bones, but it's also considered a kidney tonic. Now, the whole decoction is mainly used to call what Chinese doctors call kidney yang deficiency. Yeah, they have their ways of calling things, but this isn't mystical mumbo jumbo. Kidney yang deficiency is defined by symptoms such as edema and fatigue. So we are basically talking about swelling and anemia. Yeah, that's why this stuff works so well. The Chinese may call things in a different way, but the symptoms of kidney disease are the same no matter where in the world you are. Now, if you're thinking of trying this, don't go DIY. Seriously, don't just toss herbs into a pot and hope for magic. Find a qualified TCM practitioner who can guide you and make sure it fits with the treatment you're already on. And guys, here's one more thing I wanted to show you about the study we are examining today. If we take a look at the infographic the researchers published, we may notice that the placebo group also had a huge improvement in their creatinine and proteinuria levels. Proteinuria lowered by more than 20%, creatinine lowered by more than 6%. That's a big deal, especially considering these patients weren't taking the real herbal formula. And we are talking about more than 100 CKD patients just in the placebo group that improved without taking the remedy. So it's not likely this is just an approximation error. I mean, how is that even possible? CKD patients don't improve without treatment. How could they improve by taking the placebo then? Was it the magical power of belief? Did they lower their proteinuria by 20% because they were really convinced that the placebo pills were going to work? Well, I don't think so. The placebo effect is rarely this powerful, otherwise we will just, give sugar pills to everyone and talk them into getting better. Improve now! Lower your creatinine by 20% now! Did it work? Are you any better? No, I don't think so. So yeah, the reason why also the control group improved in this study despite only receiving a placebo is because every participant in the study finally started receiving proper medical attention. Yes, including those in the placebo group. And that changes everything. So yeah, this study from China accidentally proved that Western medicine works. Groundbreaking revelation. When doctors treat people, sometimes they get better. Crazy, right? So yeah, that's the second way in which you can seriously improve your kidney function and lower your creatinine. By making sure your diabetes is under control, your blood pressure is below 130/80, and that you don't have untreated anemia, metabolic acidosis, or other complications. Because, as we can see, when CKD patients started to receive this kind of conventional treatment, they improved. And you should do exactly that. Make sure your doctor hasn't forgotten about you. I mean, if your last appointment was during Obama's presidency, it's time to check in. Because the truth is, many patients are not receiving the treatment they need. They're stuck with outdated plans, guesswork diets, or worse, being told to wait until things get worse. And that's where I come in. Both in my videos and in my counseling, my main goal is simply to make sure you are receiving the treatment you need. So if you're tired of waiting for things to get worse and you want a plan that actually works, I can help. I offer one-on-one consultations, fully personalized and focused on you. I won't just make sure you're receiving the right treatments. I'll also design a renal diet based on your labs, your symptoms, your stage of CKD, and I'll give you a strategy that's proven to help. This isn't trial and error. This is how you stop the decline and start improving. Send me an email at catherine@newhopeforkidneypatients.com or just click the link in the description if you want to know more. Okay guys, let's move on. I actually have 6 more super easy and powerful ways to lower your creatinine levels fast. You can start right now. Up next, number 3 on our list, we have antioxidant therapy. This one's big. Antioxidants aren't just a bonus, they're foundational to protecting your kidneys. I recommend them to everyone, from people casually Googling, is creatinine bad, to folks deep in stage 5 of CKD. Why am I doing that? Because antioxidants really work. They can protect, they can preserve, they can even improve kidney function, not just slow the decline, says science. And guys, if we go back to the Chinese medicine remedy we just examined, Wen Shenyang formula, well, it's important to understand that it works, partly because it's packed with antioxidants. Yeah, all the herbs used have powerful antioxidant properties. That's part of what makes it so effective. So, question, what are the most powerful antioxidants out there? Well, as you can tell from my slide on screen right now, there is good news. You don't need to sneak into a Beijing apothecary under the cover of night to get these benefits. You can walk into any decent supplement store and find some of the best antioxidants on the planet. I'm talking about CoQ10, NAC, vitamin C, E, selenium, zinc. These are some of the most science-backed antioxidants you can find. And when taking at the right doses, yes, the ones on screen, they can make a measurable difference. So yeah, while the TCM stuff is something I still would only recommend to select few patients, the second step, getting your doctor to prescribe you what you need, and the third step, supplementing antioxidants, are mandatory for all CKD patients, in my opinion. Okay, let's move on. Number 4, let's talk about one of the easiest creatinine fixes. You want something easy that can actually lower your creatinine? Drink more water. It's true! Dehydration can literally make your creatinine look worse than it is. Yes, it can falsely raise your creatinine. So you could be panicking over your lab results when the real issue is just not enough sips. And here's the scary part. Even mild dehydration makes your kidneys panic. They hold on to toxins like creatinine, urea, sodium, potassium, everything. It's like asking your kidneys to take out the trash with no bags, no gloves, and no exit door. Not gonna happen. And if you are dehydrated on the long run, however, it can even cause real kidney damage. I mean, dehydration is one of the leading causes of acute kidney injury. So in short, you want to keep as far from dehydration as possible, right? And we used to recommend 8 cups of water a day, but today some research tells us that both men and women may need a lot more than that. Now here's the part where I say something radical. Don't obsess over precise numbers. Don't overthink it. Just carry a water bottle. One by your bed, one in your car, one in your hand right now. Maybe your kidneys will thank you by filtering more and panicking less. Exception time. If you are in stage 4 or 5 of CKD or on dialysis and have fluid restrictions, follow your doctor's guidance like it's the 10 commandments, okay? Let's move on. Number 5 is probiotics. And I get it, this one doesn't sound exciting, but the impact, massive. Actually, I don't think most people get the magnitude of the effect probiotics have on kidney disease. There is a brand new study showing that the more probiotics you consume, the less likely you are to have CKD if you have diabetes. The more the probiotics, the less the CKD basically. Now, this was published in April 22nd, 2025 on the JRN, and it's based on the data from 2,665 test subjects collected over 9 years. Let's just say that this is pretty solid. So, what to do with this info? Well, start taking a probiotic supplement. These help modulate gut microbiota, reduce uremic toxins like indoxyl sulfate, and lower creatinine indirectly. While there are special renal probiotic you can get that are supposed to, work even better for CKD patients, even generic high-quality probiotics will help. Just make sure your probiotic isn't also promising weight loss, hair growth, and a boyfriend. One mission at a time. Up next, one of the fastest and most effective ways of lowering your creatinine levels. Number 6 is lose weight if you need to. Being overweight puts your kidneys in overdrive. It increases glomerular pressure, promotes inflammation, makes diabetes harder to manage, and basically asks your kidneys to pull an all night every night without even offering coffee. But when you lose weight, it's like giving your kidneys a spa day. Lower blood pressure, less proteinuria, better glucose control, and yes, your creatinine is going to be better immediately. Yes, not many people know this, but weight loss has a direct impact on your creatinine levels. There are many reports of patients who were able to get a huge jump in terms of kidney function when they lost weight. Honestly, those posts are more uplifting than 90% of inspirational Instagram quotes. And guys, keep in mind that it will also protect your kidney function in the long run. Losing weight makes diabetes control a lot easier. It lowers blood pressure and fights fluid retention. It may also make exercising a lot easier. And that's another great way of protecting your kidneys. So yeah, if you need to lose weight, do it. Do it for your kidneys. That's a drop you feel. For many, weight loss gives better creatinine results than any medication on the market. Plus, no side effects except maybe having to buy smaller pants. Up next, number 7. Here's something that can help with weight loss, gut health, and by directly protecting the kidneys from toxins and scores. Take a fiber supplement. Yes, it's that simple. There is a strong inverse correlation between the amount of fiber you consume and how fast your kidney function decline is, says science. In fact, researchers believe that increasing fiber may even improve kidney function while lowering creatinine. Yes, fiber might just be the only thing in life that does what it promises. Fiber is the friend who actually shows up on moving day, not the one who fakes COVID. But how does it work, you ask? Simple, fiber keeps your gut happy, your inflammation low, and your uremic toxins in check, says a review on the Clinical Kidney Journal. And also, other studies are confirming that the more the fiber you get, the less the uremic toxins, including creatinine. Now guys, while eating as much fiber as possible from real food is always the first and most important step, you see, there is an issue. You're not eating enough fiber right now. That's not a read. That's just statistics. Among kidney patients, most people are barely hitting half the recommended amount thanks to potassium restrictions and diet confusion. So yeah, start that fiber supplement and start giving your kidneys some love. But now the question is, which fiber supplement is best? Well, only one way to find out, with one of my tables. Here you will be able to see the pros and cons of the most studied fiber supplements. Acacia Fiber and Psyllium Husk. They're both great, don't get me wrong. And yeah, before you ask, you can also take them both, but I do recommend a more tailored approach. Here is how it works. Psyllium Husk comes with a benefits list longer than the side effects warning on your blood pressure meds. Yeah, it's that good. It can make a difference with cholesterol, with diabetes, with weight loss, with gut health, and more. I usually recommend Psyllium Husk to people that need to lose weight or that have cholesterol problem. I do not recommend it to patients in the advanced stages of CKD though. Here is where Acacia Fiber shines. Acacia Fiber is also amazing because even if it doesn't have all the benefits of Psyllium Husk, it's much safer in the advanced stages of CKD. In fact, while in order to take psyllium, you need to drink a lot of extra water, Acacia can be taken with just enough water to gulp it down and you will still get huge kidney protecting benefits. So there you have it, tailored approach. Okay, let's move on. Number 8, the last tip, maybe the most important. So if you'd ask me what's something that can protect the kidneys of all CKD patients in all the stages and no matter the cause, something that can help with high blood pressure, with diabetes, with proteinuria, and that can make the difference even alone between losing kidney function and improving. Well, of course, I'm talking about the proper renal diet, a diet that's plant-based and most importantly, low in protein and in phosphorus. A plant-based, low protein, low phosphorus diet. No junk, no guesswork, just science. This is the foundation. You can slap supplements onto a bad diet and accept magic. Even the Tang dynasty couldn't fix that. So if you want to see what happens when someone finally gets on the right diet, click the video up here and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye-bye.